Am I less muted now? Okay, let's try that again. Welcome in, everybody! I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we are playing Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We are on the last turnabout of this. The last one. It is, It's the one after the circus one. It's going to be a great time, you guys. Fear, the moon is here. Oh, the moon. We like the moon, 'cause it is close to us. Anyway. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Val. Hi, Rice. Oh, next week, Janthier Wilds. Next week, more Janthier Wilds for Guild Wars 2. I got distracted. Partway through the intro, but that's fine. Janthier Wilds is coming. It starts on the 19th. There will be Twitch drops. I will have drops enabled. I am streaming so much Guild Wars 2 because stream is the only time I'm going to have to play the game. We know this already. We are going to play so much Janthier Wilds. The drops are really cute. There's transmutation charges. There's a glider skin that's like snowflakes. There's a cool winter outfit. It's the icy one. It's got a nice big dip in the front of it, if that's what you're into. It makes glittery ice sparkles around you. Oh yeah, it's heckin' cool. Sorry in advance for how it looks on Asura. I feel like I have to say sorry in advance for like all outfits and how they look on Asura. But you can. There's a cape that goes with it, but the icy, I think it's called the Winter Monarch outfit. It looks really cool though. I promise it's cool. Yes, the snowflake glider is precious. I love it. Anyway, I will have drops enabled for all of you so that you can have fun and enjoy delicious, nice things for wintertime. Because not only is Janthier Wilds coming out with more stuff for that expansion, it's the second half. Not only are we getting more stuff there, but Winter's Day is soon. And you know what's happening when Winter's Day comes around? I'm happening. Hours of jumping the jumping puzzle. We are going to label those streams just chatting because that's what I'm going to be doing while I hop my way to presents. Will we do in-game giveaways? Probably. Will I be giving people stacks of presents? Absolutely. Can I get 10,000 presents? Usually in like a couple of days, tops. I'm very jumpy. It does? Listen, I just assume that all Asuran outfits look rough. I'll look it up, though. Ba-na-na-na. Let's go see. What do you little Asuras look like? Oh, that's not too bad! It is not the worst! Okay, I'll allow it. Oh, human female, I'm sorry, honey. Norn male still has the best with that. I lied, still very female. They know what they did. That's good. Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah, it does. It actually looks alright on them. Okay. I rescind my earlier commentary. I'm sorry. Right, we were going down the hall. Sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start. All right! I'm so pumped! I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting! Well, actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Don't you know what it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Bah! So sorry. So I guess you're all here... so I guess you are all going to the press conference, then? Yeah, of course! If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. It looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. Not gonna lie, outside of Raids and Fractals, I'll be in the JP too. Yes. What do you mean you can't? I swear. One moment here. Windows! You want to guess what happened? You want to guess what happened? You'll never guess what happened. Windows! Windows updated last night. Now everything is broken. I'm going to be in that JP. I do run the strike regularly because I feel like it's a way to get people's confidence up about strikes and stuff. And a lot of folks are just like, especially new players, are nervous of going into the Frosty strike because they don't know what to do. And they think strikes are hard. Fier, are you going to drag me to the JP? No. You can come with me if you want, but I don't think you'll like it. Even Quaggan Path I don't think you'll like very well. And it's Gingerbread Path that you have to learn for the most presents. Otherwise, you can play the Jingle Bells. There's a music game. It gets you approximately the same amount of presents as the JP does. It's a little less profitable, I think, still, depending on how you do with the JP. I consistently complete the jumping puzzle, so it's less profitable for me to do the bells. It's a rhythm game. So sometimes your computer can be like, But it doesn't matter how you do, you just have to complete the different... You don't get bonuses for doing really well, you only need to survive the round. So that's a good sign for it, a good thing for it. I'll show you all the cool tricks to get things at Winter's Day, and I will take you to do the Frosty strike, because Frosty's hilarious. And we can go and get the secret achievement. I love going to get the bones. We get the when we're done with Frosty, we go and inspect the bones. It's important. I should do holiday art for the trio. Yes! Anything more to talk to you about? No. Let's go to the press conference. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and buy ourselves a treat. It might be snack. I never remember. Yeah. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. Ah! I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Ooh, I'm ready to use my samurai power. Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Ow, you didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. Police? Did they just say the police? Do you want me to check in what's going on? Wait, I'll come with you. Freeze! You two! Didn't you hear the announcement just now? It just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be... Oh, I know. Hang on, I know who this is. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to people when they talk. Just the other day, it was the same thing. There was that said, beware, bridge out. And along comes a snot-nosed little kid to the bridge. And I was trying to tell that boy to get out of it, but did he listen? No, of course not. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not kidding you here. The kid said that and really meant it. Well, I let him have it then, and I knocked him clean off that bridge. Honestly, kids these days. This non-stop chatter. It can't be. Ms. Oldbag? What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Yeah, you do. Wait! You! You're Powers, aren't you? Yeah. About what happened back then. You didn't get nominated last year either, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program, trying to play nice. Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show. You're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? Yes, even though your face is covered by a mask. What a work of art, but that's how it is, you know? Who knows how many TVs you'd break? Really, etc., etc. This is a lot of rambling that I cannot keep up with. What are you doing here? Well, just look at my uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying, nosy brats get the blaster. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-tat-tat. This is Tegan's voice, trust me. No, it isn't. This is Blanche Dubois. No, I think her last name was Dubois, even in the Golden Girls. I'm thinking of... This is Blanche of the Golden Girls. Tegan's voice. Tegan looks like... Listen, Tegan looks like a dame with legs up to here that just walked into your office at half past closing, and who you knew be trouble the moment you laid eyes on her. She looks like the kind of teacup that would help herself to the bottle of bourbon that you keep in your office desk drawer, and pour you both a glass. Yeah, I know, right? That teacup do be full of bourbon. That's my thoughts on it. Anyway. Nah, it's full of tea. This is kids' game. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you young'un. Don't you remember that incident a year ago, when this lady got up on the witness stand and testified? Yeah. And you! Weren't you the one who was bullying me, this fragile girl at heart? I plead the fifth. I assume that you all know that I plead that the fifth is the Fifth Amendment and your right to silence. In the States, it's different here. But you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first, after being handed old Pinky. You? A bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth? But... that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that? Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat! We love the pistol. So did something happen? I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, a rain of blood will come pouring down. I bet you didn't know that. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard? At least for other people's sake? Silence, whippersnapper! Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way! The police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring! You're such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick? Not you two, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick... Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look. Really? time at band camp joke? Okay. Okay, video game. Alright. I forgot that was there. Oh no. That's an if you know situation. Yay! I knew you couldn't say no to me, Nick. That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly. Goody! I get to come! I get to come! She's me for real. Yeah, she's just excited to be included. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the something that the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else. Oh, right. Then let's try... Excuse me. Ah! Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. A call? I wonder if it's someone from Curian Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. I'll just go ahead and check it out, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Fey. That man has stitches all up the middle of his face. I'm concerned. Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. This is a little exciting and a little scary. I swear, if Maya gets accused of murder again for the umpteenth time, that'd be the third time she's been accused of murder. We need to not. We need to not. I refuse to let this woman get accused of murder again. Well, we've got to finish Janthier so you can start Janthier next week. You can play the video game. You can play through the story. We can go on adventures. Because boy howdy, I am going on adventures. Exactly. Exactly. Moon Boy with the same Miss and I as Andre. Yes. Okay. I told you. I get people the info they want, which means I've got the right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Hey, Rat! Hey, Lotta. Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I got rats. I also knew it. I knew she was involved in this case. I'd almost forgotten, but I knew she was here. And I was already doing one southern accent, so I'm like, I might as well do the other southern accent. The only other one I have. The ones that blend into each other, because I can't... Actually, that's not the only other one I have. I also have Benoit Blanc. Kentucky Fried Georgia is how we call that one. Oh, I do declare. That one, the Southern Belle, the one that's like not even real but is in movies all the time and super fake. But people still do anyway. Even I still do anyway. Well, I do declare, Mr. Clancy. That one. Fellas, there is enough of me to go around for all of you. Now, be dears and fight a duel about it. Oh, don't worry. Everyone has some kind of accent. Secretly. what you hear as a non-accent, everyone else, like, what you hear as a non-accent is definitely somebody else hearing an accent. Consider the following. Received pronunciation exists. There are people out there who are like, anything that's not that, I would describe the sound of the way you talk as the sort of standard American, like, the sort of standard American. It's not that it's accented exactly, because it's certainly not as what people would think of as an accent, but the thing is, I'm thinking of it from, like, from a broader point of view, where with English there is a very standard way to pronounce every single thing, and then the problem is that there are two standards. There's standard American and there's received pronunciation. Anything outside of that would arguably be considered an accent, but I also consider those things in and of themselves to be accents, especially because they generally have to be learned. Nobody wakes up in the morning and has a perfect received pronunciation that they learned from birth and never spoke any other way. Maybe they do now, I don't know, but it is a learned thing. That's why it's called received. You gotta receive it. So arguably, no, you don't, but at the same time, it depends on how you think of accents. You definitely don't have the one I would expect. We can hear the one I would expect. Yeah, I'm bad at getting points across sometimes, but I hope that came through right. Ah, you, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, so she should leave this to us pros. A murder? Ah, shoot, me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said. And that's what it is. A genuine murder. Hey, wait. Yeehaw, a murder! Of a big star, no less! Oh, man, I'm in trouble now. I don't got that southern accent, but I still say y'all and howdy all day. Yes! I love y'all. I love y'all as a non-gendered, like, group pronoun. It's how y'all doing? I love that. It really does a good job replacing you. And I also love that all y'all exists. And like, I can't communicate the difference between y'all and all y'all, because it sounds like, because they refer to the same sort of group. Like, y'all is one or a group of people the same way that I'd use you, or the same way as a New Yorker'd use yous guy. Like a New Yorker would use yous and yous guys instead of y'all and all y'all. But like, I hear y'all in all sorts of contexts. I only ever hear all y'all followed by better. All y'all better followed by do something. And I'm slowly getting the hang of that. Like, that y'all is for people that are like, that you are on the same playing field as, and all y'all is for people that are like, it's what you'd say if you were a parent talking to your kid and a bunch of your kid's friends, or like a teacher being like, all y'all better clean up the classroom, or we ain't gone outdoors for recess. Fear, have I shown you the Dandy's World angst? No. And truth be told, I don't care to see it. I don't know these characters except through you and Momo. And as you can tell from my beautiful artwork, I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. I have the exact same knowledge of Dandy's world as a particularly well-informed caterpillar. I've been thinking about caterpillars and the things they don't know. All they do is eat on leaves and then they gradually grow. These little wormies metamorphosize into something more. But I want to make it clear the song is not a metaphor. I just think caterpillars don't know what's going on. They're dopey as heck, don't know why we respect something they can't do long division, write petitions, or pay with a check. I can do all those things. I just think caterpillars don't know what's going on. 'Cause I can eat leaves and also climb trees, but I can conceive of what I'll be in 3 years. A keeper of bees. A beekeeper. I won't be a beekeeper in 3 years. I love bees, though. They're cute. Oh, I care because you guys do. So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder? No, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second, pal. Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so... Oh, it wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was the hero named the Jammin' Ninja, pal. The Jammin' Ninja? I misread that. I misread that as the beautiful bride Roger. I skipped the and I was like, you know what? He is just one giant eyeball inside a magnifying glass, so surely he would wear a veil well. And Tegan would get a veil wet. Hear me out on this. Tegan in a suit. A butler suit with the long tailcoat. We did it, Your Honor. We figured it out. That woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy. You mean Lotta? That woman, she was there that time too, right? That time? When Mystic Maya did that channeling. Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist. Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding in wait in front of the Jammin' Ninja's door, pal. But why would she... She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? I'm helping! So the victim was the Jammin' Ninja? Mr. Jammin' Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh! The victim was the action star, Wong Korita. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, I'll take that. Shame he's dead. Yeah, even I recognize his face. But I heard lately that Matt On Guard's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, these two are hogging all the limelight. Oh no, he looks so distressed. Like this man looks worried to be here. I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. On Guard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yep. I mean, no. You gotta say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai! Anyway, so now that Wong Korita's gone, that means Mr. On Guard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know? Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? What do we got? We are going to be using this for something later. Oh. Oh. That's alright. It's not suffering. I'm just glad you guys are having fun. Okay. What else could... We don't have anything in evidence. I did do that. I guess I want to ask about these guys. Oh, they're both 21 and everything. Was on bad terms with On Guard. Is rivals with the Jammin' Ninja. Did I actually put my Discord messages out, or did I just copy paste them and forget? No, I did. Okay. Yeah! No, I'm glad! Well, let's ask about him. I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything. But I know who Juan Corrida and Matt Ongard are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. So they have this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal! I never knew he thought of me as a rival. The Nickel Samurai! He really took the Grand Prix tonight. Maya's a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? Matt On Guard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida. What? Well, that's probably all we're gonna get here. Honestly, that's more than I expected to get from that. Oh, oops. I do want to examine the chicken. It's a feast fit for a king! Yeah. It was the first time I ate that food. What was it called again? I think it started with kiwi. That's right, a kiwi. I don't know what to say. It's a sweet but sour fruit all in one. Poor Pearls. Having eaten only vegetables all her life, she's been missing out. Baby! She has been missing out. You got anything to say about him? These eyes of mine are real pros now. Pros at doing what? At doing police work, of course. My eyes were like a hawk, and my professional eyes spot a messy incident. A messy, bloody incident. That's why I don't have time for you meddling kids and your petty little things. Okay, maybe there is something else I need. Something else I gotta talk to Gumshoe about? Oh, sweet! There is another talk point. I did! I got to see the Badmans. Well, why was Mr. Ongard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mystic Maya knew about this... Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case. I know. You guys did. And I was like, how is something that big, that fast also? That feels unfair treatment of me. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright?
It looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. What? Juan is... He is... It looks like he was murdered and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt on guard. You're joking, right? You're joking! This can't be! This can't be the right guy! He's ancient. He's ugly. I don't know which is worse. I might just split a seam if I don't die laughing first. I would love to be a gambling boogeyman. I wouldn't, actually. Oogie Boogie is weird. Nope, they arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jammin' Ninja. Oh, not again. I feel sick.
Again?
About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe. No way! No way, Matt would... What's Mr. Powers got in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Huh. Okay.
Welcome in, Wit. Thanks for the lurk. I shall paint defensively to prevent surprises.
Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway.
Mr. Juan, he's the Jammin' Ninja, right?
Yeah, those two would butt heads over everything they could think of, but I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show.
And that was the Jammin' Ninja.
The stylish Nickel Samurai and the burnin' Jammin' Ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast with those two using their shows for their war. And the final tally, look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. The final win over his rival, I guess. Mr. On Guard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? Yeah, that's what I heard. Though if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurai's? Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. Oh, so he was supposed to be in costume? But why? I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore.
I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time.
Now that she mentioned it, she was going to answer a phone call.
Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her.
Fear, I told you about that one time some guy called me a good boy, right? It's wild.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
Huh? I'm not sure. Did this transceiver just... yes? Hello? Right here? Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are?
We gotta make funny noises.
You don't need to know who I am.
Yeah, etc.
I think you'll have some other things to be concerning yourself with, such as...
Help! Nick! Mystic Maya!
Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Her fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, it can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item, unharmed. What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
My sight. Everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. You there? Mr. Wright, are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition, and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world do you need? I'm not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place there. Juan Carita was killed and the suspect is mad on guard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Matt on guard, but why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However? However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to believe me or not. However, there's one thing that you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me in my possession.
Help! Nick!
Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight you will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance. One chance, Mr. Wright.
One? You expect me to get a not guilty in one trial day?
Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down.
Ah!
Oh, yes, that's right. Now that I am playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say. And don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea.
Damn it, who the hell are you?
Alright, I'll tell you that much. My name is The Killer. Beep.
Mr. Nick! Where is Mystic Maya?
She's been kidnapped.
No, it's all my fault. If only I had gone with Mystic Maya.
It's not your fault, Pearls.
But it is. It is. Mystic Maya. Hang on. There we go. I can act. I promise. Mystic Maya. I did it.
Mr. Wright, I think we should go tell the police what's going on.
You know, wouldn't it be funny if the dude's first name was something completely normal? Just imagine if it was something like Shelly the Killer. You know, I'm imagining a different normal name. Just imagine if it was Jeff the Killer. I'm sure no one's ever thought of that before. Surely not. Who would do that? There he goes. Jeff the Killing again.
No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what'll happen to Maya?
Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier?
Detective Gumshoe. Yes, that's it. Wait here and I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. The ransom is complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal? In exchange for Maya, you mean? Well, then this means Matt on guard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. But the guy said that Mr. on guard is innocent. You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Matt on guard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's the evidence we keep finding. Huh? The guys with the eagle eyes are really lapping it up like they just caught a huge fish. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about on guard being set up? Well, anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Alright. Isn't there another way? We've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right.
Ooh, chips and also dip. I could go for chips and also dip. I have dip.
I don't have chips. Ow, my head. Whoa, where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. Whoa, what happened to me? Nick? Pearly? Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore.
It's you! You and your weird stitches down your front of your face. Why are you stitched together, sir? He was the only one with a unique sprite besides the rest of us.
I see you have awoken.
Ah! Who are you?
Me? I am known as the Killer.
The killer? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. I bet my sound alerts are also on the default one.
Body break.
Hang on. This happens every time. Every single time. But don't worry. I know what you guys are after. We hydrate as chat demands. And a big stretch. Big stretch. And for body break. Whoop. Let's do... Ooh, I know. Okay, so we've done a lot of things to make ourselves stronger, but we've also got to do things to give ourselves a little bit of endurance, because a burst of energy is great, but I gotta be able to hold that lid up while I get out of the aquarium. Okay, so what we're gonna do, is like a shoulder press, but you just hold the weights up and you keep holding them for like 10 whole seconds, and then you do it again. Maybe, if your arms aren't dead. I believe in myself. And also I have tentacles and not arms in a very different structure than a human person. But I'm gonna do it! Okay, I can do this. Wait, which way is up over my head? Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's V version 1. That's her last name? That implies the existence of a V version 2. Which I think we can all agree
would be hilarious.
It's me. I'm the version 2. Hilarious indeed.
Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway.
Ah! Nick! Nick, where are you? Help me.
Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh? What? Nick? Nick's gonna save me?
Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction.
A business transaction?
I'm going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well.
Nick. What's going to happen to me? Nick. Girls. Sis. Lol.
Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as...
And then we carry on with that. So we know where Maya is. She's alive! Good morning!
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, come on! Let's hurry and go see Mr. On Guard!
I'm glad you got new doodles. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m., so...
Oh, I see. Mystic Maya, if only I went with you that time.
Poor Pearls. She's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening, thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night.
I told you he lives in the law office. He lives here. Phoenix Wright lives in this law office. I win. Like, okay, so it's pretty clear that Edgeworth doesn't live in his law office because there's no place to sleep in there. And there's no, like, spare side room or anything. He goes back and forth regularly. But Phoenix lives here. Straight up. He lives here. This man does not have a house. He has a business, and that's it. And, like, good for him, though. We're just broke. We are, though. We keep defending people accused of murder who have, like, zero way of paying us. Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya, she's alright, right?
Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm gonna save her. You can trust me on that.
Please. Please. Help her.
I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. I don't know if she's acting... I think she's acting as our... Right, she's acting as our little, as our Maya, again. The hint. There's a new Shelly Doodle that just says, sorry, I forgot your name. Oh no.
Sometimes I forget my characters' names. And then I stop and think about it.
We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early. To visit one Nickel Samurai charged with the murder of the Jammin' Ninja.
Oh no, look at him! He's so worried to be here. He is so worried to be here. What a sweetheart. He's so precious. I love his coat and would like to wear it myself. This is the aesthetic I would like to have. Unfortunately, I am an octopus and therefore cannot wear fingerless gloves. But if I could, I would do it. I'll make that coat for you. I believe it. I am only 4 centimeters big. It is very difficult to tailor a coat for me. Too small. As you've seen, lab coats can't even be tailored to me properly. Okay.
Good morning. How are you today? I know this situation might be a little tough for you. We're... Oh no, what voice am I gonna give this man? He said the word dude. I know what voice I'm gonna give this man. Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know... Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers. I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay?
I love it! I love his silly phone! This man is ridiculous! I would like to keep him. I feel like I would be super frustrated to deal with a man like this, but I would like to keep him. He looks like... He looks like he should be wearing a Nintendo Power Glove. This man's gotta be in the Wizard. The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he?
I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer, dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it?
Mr. Nick, this is our chance.
I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. I'm gonna present my badge to him. Mr. On Guard, this is an attorney's badge. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't have the free time to be looking at things like that. Huh? I'm much too busy with Nickel Samurai stuff right now. I don't have the time to take a lawyer's correspondence course. Why does he believe I'm a salesman? Insurance? And extinguishers? Now this? It's because of yeah, it's your outfit. Alright, tell us about yourself. Sorry to intrude, but...
Bleh. Let's try that again with a real sentence.
Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so if I see stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay?
Mr. On Guard is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to.
I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as like a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay?
Is he alright, Mr. Nick?
If we're talking about Mr. On Guard's brain here, I wouldn't put money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer.
Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji?
It's a mountain in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. My boy. Fine. We're gonna start presenting stuff. This first.
Mr. Nick, what are you gonna do with that?
I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. This coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. Oh wait, yeah, no, we still got stuff to present at him. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. He didn't know? That's odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few?
Please. Please let Mr. Nick represent you.
Man, oh man, lawyers these days? Now, you dudes use kids to pull in your clients too? If you don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer is going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer? The killer? What's he doing? He looks like he's mulling something over. Alright, dude, I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court.
We did it! We did it, Mr. Nick!
Yeah. I don't feel any better for it, and he doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help you out as much as I can. Let's try this again. Man, I thank my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero, and you're in the national spotlight.
I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? Oh, baby!
Pearl honey! Pearl honey! Baby sweetie! It's okay! Not a good citizen. You're a perfectly fine citizen. If I remember correctly, his manager is a space pun. But I can't...
Ah, we'll get there when we get there.
It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Oh, who's the space pun? Well, we'll get there when we get there. I'm trying to remember the space pun. I remember there being a space pun name in this game. That's why all the guards are like... astronauts and stuff. Adrian Andrews is a name. Let's go. Dude, lately, I just keep on getting more and more popular. True enough. The Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. On Guard has a way of catching the eyes of women.
He does. He's very pretty.
And he looks worried all the time. A pretty boy that looks worried all the time is absolutely, and is emotionally unavailable. That's gonna net you a lot. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am.
A spring breeze?
That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. Well, everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me more about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had this post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to have after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Well, anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed that it was kind of noisy. Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. With the way he's always talking about his manager, it's as if she runs his life. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Wong Kurita. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try making a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly. Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama?
Ah!
Dude, I really think someone planted it there though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm gonna get out of him.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. On Guard to see if he really is innocent or not.
We can do that?
Yes. If you use this,
Maya's Megatama.
he won't be able to hide any secrets from you, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it.
I get it. Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Wong Kurita? Please put the phone away and answer the question yourself. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Wong Kurita, okay?
Well, Mr. Nick?
Nothing. Not a chain or a lock in sight.
Which means, I think it is alright to trust him.
Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? Oh, by the way, this guy's like 6 feet tall. Yeah, that tracks because he's playing the Nickel Samurai.
He's huge. He's huge. 6 feet's like 2 meters. And 2 meters is 200 centimeters. That's so many centimeters. I've only 4 of those. 4 centimeters, not 2 meters. That would be big. I would be 8 meters tall. I wish I was 8 meters tall. I would be harder to keep in the aquarium, but maybe that would be for the better. No, I don't want to make it harder for you to keep me in the aquarium. I want to be in the sea. I don't know. That's not what you said. It is what I said. Staff is mean to me. They said, "Don't you lie to them." Staff's being mean. Staff. Okay. Back to it.
I'm counting on you, dude. Oh, to be continued.
Yes, I will save the game. Anyway, I'm very excited about Guild Wars 2. That's what next week's going to be all the way down, Your Honor. On the first day, of that week, the Monday of that week, we're going to play Guild Wars 2 anyway, even though drops won't be enabled until Tuesday. And then we're going to play the new Janthier stuff. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. I know! I'm glad you got excited about it too.
Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So now what should we do?
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only got this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Ongard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Then let's start looking! Alright, Pearl! Alright! Pearl's our girl, I guess.
We love Pearl here. I guess we're going to the hotel. We've just been to see Matt, so. To the hotel.
Hey!
Wait, that's Lada's accent.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without.
Good morning.
Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun of what... It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Oh, no.
Oh, no. No. She's moved on from Jack Hammer now that he's passed to be a fan of Juan Corrida. Lady, don't be fans of people. You get them killed. Apparently. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on.
Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way ever since I was a child. The class hamster was fine until I decided the kids started calling me Queen Reaper. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants!
Lorg.
My dear Hammer died a year ago with that dreadful murder. And only recently did I find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again.
You hear that? Only recently has she found somebody that makes her heart go doki doki.
I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's gonna get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop?
Yes! I'm so glad! I am so glad that I gave them both different, slightly at least different Southern accents. I am so happy! Yes! This is perfect! This is even more perfect than I could have imagined. Are you deep diving the Guild Wars 2 wiki or this wiki?
Honestly, women these days, they don't know how to... When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful even the flowers blushed. Pearls? Are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today! So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta.
Not telling, huh? It's this one then.
I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready for what? The show, of course! Well, in the press conference afterwards.
Well, I'm looking at the Apollo games, so I won't get spoiled. We will play the Apollo games, and you will find a big spoiler in there.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Well, anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Ah, I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
What?
I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
Please tell me, what did you see?
Of course! Of course! The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then you show your respect and bring this lady a present. Okay, see ya. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. They haven't cleaned up all the food yet. There's a sad feeling hanging in the air now that the party is over. Wants to take home the hummus.
Okay, so if I'm getting this right, we have the OG Phoenix Trilogy, the fourth game, which is really the first Apollo game, Dual Destinies, and then Spirit of Justice. I can't remember if Dual Destinies is a different game. I thought... Hang on. We can look that up. The trilogy is made up of... What's it made up of? Yeah, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. Yeah, you got it. And then there are the Athena Sykes games, which I have never played, actually. I am given to understand that people didn't care for them very well. Oh. Oh no. Alright. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I like all the prosecutors from the Apollo Justice games. I'm here for Clavier Gavin, though. The Gavin brothers can stay.
Even though murders. Even though one of those men have done some murders. We also can't forget about Simon Blackwell. Simon Blackwell's hilarious. Like, you look at him and you're like, that's the most emo man on earth. And then you see him in person and you're like, that's the most emo man on earth. And then he opens his mouth and you're like, maybe he's not the most emo man on earth. That's Edgeworth still, but... yeah. No, not that kind of twisted. Not either kind of twisted. He does not go to a magical school where Disney villains are pretty boys. And he also is not a cartoon man. Well, I mean, he is kind of a cartoon man, but he's not that kind of cartoon man. Oh, right, we were investigating a murder. A murder!
Why am I eepy beepy? How did this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
I'd like you to know I am rolling around on the floor at the moment.
Yay! Delicious.
Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella! This thief showed his face! What? Arrest him! Put him on trial! Find him guilty! Give him the death penalty! What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here, and there, and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here! So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep?
What are you looking for?
My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A! It's my lifeblood! I'm gonna die without my $700 camera! Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are! Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
Oh boy, Lotta. Okay. So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600, brand new.
Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700?
Well, I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. And he gave me his talking to, and was real mean about it, too. He done made me cry at that.
When did you lose your camera?
Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye, so I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. It definitely is. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. On Guard was arrested. What were you doing? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Well, although I was also on the lookout for other stars that were here, so maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well,
Maybe I was, but that's what a real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Of course. Of course. Oops. Sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
Oh, we've been stopped, haven't we?
Haha, yeah. Take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. Oh my gosh. Oh hey! We can visit their hotel rooms! Welcome, Sir B! Fear, I just got here from playing Splatoon and my team left me in Salmon Run. Oh!
I hope you still had fun in Salmon Run. In with the fishes. The vicious fishes. Where are we?
We're in Mad On Guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. Oh! Well! We need a voice for this woman. Chat needs a voice for this woman too. I had to face the flying salmon worm thing on my own.
Did you do the thing? Did you get it? I mean, if you were all by yourself, probably not, but still. Harabaros. You got him right on the schnoz. He doesn't like it. Fier, yes? I know the voice this woman needs. I figured it out. You'll have to bear with me while I reach it.
I won, but at what cost?
Fier, there's a female judge in investigations. I know. I'm aware.
You'll see. You guys will get to see her.
Let's see. Let's see if we can channel my inner... I always forget her name from Atlantis.
My inner... That's all the ballast, unless one of us wants to jump. Well, ladies first. Yeah, okay, I think I can channel my inner I'm better than you and fancy and I don't bite.
Okay, I think I got it.
Can I help you? We're... You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he's your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Wow!
It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. On Guard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick.
I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
The answer is technically yes, and you're better for it.
Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving.
Oh no, she's 5 foot nothing, and she's tired of you already. Yay! We love this stuff. I don't know if she's 5 foot nothing, but he says she's small, so she's small.
I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct.
Oh, so she's tiny. Human tiny, not me tiny. I'm 4 centimeters. She little. 1 centimeter taller than Wolverine. 1 inch. 1 inch taller than Wolverine. I forget sometimes.
Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No. I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh. Preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Engard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. What are you twirling in your hand? I thought it was a playing card, but it clearly isn't. And that's when you found his body, is it?
You really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So, about you and... Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you've been talking to me without knowing how we relate. Sorry. I have no idea why Mr. Engard chose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder to rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
I gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Engard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. Honestly.
You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Well, let's see what we were eating. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for 2 at that.
I'm sure they're Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews' plates.
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks?
They better not have eaten those T-bone steaks, bone and all. I swear, if this comes down to a T-bone bone again, I will fight. I will fight people. If this is a T-bone steak problem again, I will fight them. And I will fight them so hard.
There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here.
I think that jacket thing is called a happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled.
And also try to steal it. We know what Maya's like.
Huh? Oh. It's probably Mr. Engard's suitcase. For someone who is only going to be here for an award show, this sure isn't an awful lot of stuff. Looks like he was about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here.
See if there's anything else worth examining. That's the couch again. One of the things I like about investigations is it tells you when you're done. I swear, if this one's missing the bone. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate.
I don't really like meat.
Huh? There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is.
I am gonna be so mad if he was asleep. If somebody put sleeping sauce on his steak, if that's what happened again, I'm gonna be so displeased, you guys. Alright, what do we got for you? Let's ask you about your guy. Talk to us about your man.
I asked to become Mr. Onguard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage, with his nice disposition. Mr. Ongard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told.
Fair, should I give Sprout glasses? Yes. He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai?
Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Kurita was killed. Oh! Can I ask her about her? No, we already did that. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Kurita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So, do you have any ideas?
She sure doesn't!
Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation.
Is it a psych block, Mr. Nick?
Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately.
Alright, moving on. I guess we're going to Kurita's hotel room. Oh, look at all the stuffies! They're all so cute! Oh, look at them! You could cuddle all of them. Is that a whole stuffed bear that's bear-sized back there? I want to play with it. I would not get lost in its fur. I would play with it, and I would cuddle it, and I would love it. I got 8 arms, and they're all for hugging. Yes, staff, they're really all for hugging. Hugging what? Whatever I can hug. I'm very small, but I can try. Staff is doing math to figure out if it's... They're arguing about whether it's a hug if your arms don't go all the way around. So they are arguing about what I can hug. I think it is a hug if you intend it as one, whether your arms go all the way around or not. Moving on. Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Cordita's room, Pearl.
Mr. Kurita?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too.
Oh!
Oh. Oh, it's you! So, what's happened? The kidnapper? Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. On Guard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Well, just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've got to keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys this map at the hotel, pal. Here you go. Here you go, little missy.
Wow! You're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
Da-na-na-na!
You got the dungeon map.
But, Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Why not, sweetie? Well, alright.
Wow! There are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems.
Growl.
I don't think I want to bear with the trauma that last case caused me.
I understand, Nick. Wing 6! Get him!
I was promised Edgeworth.
You're right! You were! Don't worry, we've got to get through all the investigating to get to my fine, fine friend. Hi, Momo! He's here, though. Fear, you're canceled. I see no Edgeworth. Well, he's not on screen in the investigation. Man's a prosecutor. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. You'll see. Good luck with Wing 6. Yeah. What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
We had a flashback. Hey, it's the Salmon Run Bear. No clues here.
No, that's Mr. Grizz up there. You can see it.
I know what you are. We all know.
Huh. It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay. That over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do All-Stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Kurita?
Is that a transceiver?
Huh, it's so messy here.
It doesn't matter. Alright, good enough. We've been through this a little bit before. Oh my gosh, there's more bears! Wait a minute. It looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the awards show last night, but I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft!
Big beds must be a rarity for her. They definitely are. Where's his guitar, anyway? This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar is not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
But Mystic Maya, She said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, and it's only wet on top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Why is it wet? Why is the guitar wet? I don't like that. And why is that there? It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Are we sure?
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
Are we sure? There's a bottle on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still all right? Are we sure this is tomato juice? I feel like perhaps
it might be not. Oh, yeah, okay. Blah, blah, blah. That's tomato juice. We know. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant.
What's this glass fragment from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Oh, yeah, right. That's a bed. Yes, sweetie, it is a bed. Alright, Gumshoe.
Let's chat. Don't worry, there isn't too much more to this investigation, I think.
Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the scene of the crime should tell you, pal. The scene of the crime? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Oh, I see it! Took me a second to realize that wasn't part of his costume. Okay, so his guitar case is open. That wine glass is still there, but everything else is a mess. Where's his guitar? Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engarde's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad.
No kidding!
Why was Mr. Engarde arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Kurita, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. Oh, I should examine that phone I can see. I think that's the phone. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah. During the fight, his button came off. Mr. Engarde said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got stuck in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady. Ms. Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something at the crime scene that was a little bit off. Something that was a little bit off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
All right, let's try and figure it out, Mr. Nick.
We know exactly what's a little bit off. We've already got the wine glass sorted. You sure there's nothing to examine there? All right. Okay. Yeah. Everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase is broken and everything's messed up. Okay. Well, what are we supposed to... Maybe if we just show that we found it. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal? The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Don't speak of the devil. She'll show up. You know she will, and she'll whip us half to death. Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So does that mean Miss Von Karma's coming here? Yeah, she's coming. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. I think it'd be best if you didn't bump into her here. You can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Nope! Nope, it's her.
Alright, we hydrate as chat demands.
Sorry that the things aren't going off properly. It looks like they're going off for you guys. Oh, I know.
Oh, what's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Wherever I hear that sound, for some reason, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yow! Oh, Francisca.
Give me a sec. I think I know what's wrong.
No, it's not that. It's gonna be my monitor. I think I know why I can't hear them, but you guys, I think, can. Yeah. Hotkeys and all that. I don't care about that.
Come on, you're here somewheres.
That is my monitoring device.
Okay, well, whatever it is. And a big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah. Why are there so many Freddy Fazbears in the background? This guy gets a lot of bear presents. Okay. Wah. And now for the body break. Let's see what we do. Oh yeah, we gotta get buff. We're gonna get so strong-y. Ew! We're gonna do bicep curls about it. I lied. Hammer curls. No, bicep curls. No, I lied again. Hammer curls. It's only appropriate given that Jack Hammer was the guy who died, well, last case like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we did it. Okay.
At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask you to be nice to me for a change? So, you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow. Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. Yeah, ow, 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 ow. Huh. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright! You have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine!
Victory is yours. Is that all this means to you?
What? Come, Scruffface. This investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor.
Ow. No, what did she throw at me? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Ms. Von Karma see you. Woof.
Oh, wait. Let's look at our court record. What were we given? Nothing, as far as I know. Wait! Is it on the table? Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
It's got Mr. Karita's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive.
Actually, that's a good question, chat. How many of you can read cursive? How many of you were taught to do that? If you weren't, you should learn. It's difficult. It can be difficult to learn when you're a little older. But if you weren't taught, you should absolutely learn. It's one of those things that they took away in education because they were like, no one will ever need to use this. But anytime they take away something like that, you should absolutely learn. If you can. Or at least find out why it was taken away. What is this cursive you speak of? Okay, so you know what printing looks like? 'Cause that's how typed text looks most of the time. Cursive is an old way of handwriting. The really frilly kind of handwriting. No thanks. Fair enough. It's important to learn to read it, though. Sorry about the Automod. Oh no. It looks like chicken scratch to me. Depends on the calligraphy. Some people have messy writing no matter what they're writing in. My cursive is significantly neater than my printing, and that is because I learned cursive back when it was the only way to write.
Look here, see how it says to my dearest Wendy in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before.
Wendy Old Bag! I almost walked out of here without grabbing that. Hey, Lana's still here. But we don't care to talk to her. We don't have anything to talk about with her. Let's go back to the lunch hall. It's full of food, and some of that food is shrimpies, which will have gone bad by now.
Oh, Mr. Wright, how are ya? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Well, wait. A love what? A love why? This girl, Seo, works at the tea shop, and all 3 guys fall in love with her at the same time.
Aww. It's like a love triangle, but there's one more branch on it. Actually, that's not really a love triangle. That's more of a love chevron. I don't know why they call it a love triangle, because in order for that to be the case, then the 2 people pursuing whoever they're pursuing also have to be in love with each other. I think I'd like that better. That would be a more interesting story. Then again, that story is called 12th Night. Fiora, what episode act chapter is this? This is the last episode of this game. I forget which one that is. It's Farewell My Turnabout, I think, is the name of it. It is the last episode of this game, and we are in the second part of it, the investigation. We only get a trial of 1 day long, so we have to do a lot of investigating.
Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Seo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl?
Well, what happens next? I want to know. Miss Seo, does Miss Seo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. I love Pearl. She's precious. So, what's this Jammin' Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja is like the samurai shows, aimed towards kids. He looks so grumpy. It's the story of a ninja who can't climb a wall but became a big pop star. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing! With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja. With a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in front of his beloved... Princess Mizola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold night before Battle 3. Aw, that's too bad for him. Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
Well, what happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Mizola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Which show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it. She has too.
Oh no, sweetie. I am not just a misfit. I'm imagining the Rankin Bass Jammin' Ninja. I'm absolutely imagining the I am more than a misfit. I am not just a nitwit. I can't sit with it, I quit. Why don't I fit in? I can't remember the words to that song because it's not close enough to time yet. Wait until December becomes happening. I feel like December becomes happening but soon now. Wow. Why is Thanksgiving so late for Americans? Oh well, I'm sure you guys will be fine. Alright. Well, let's chat with you. Let's ask
ask about the new people we've got. Where are we starting? Not Francisca. We don't need to ask about Francisca. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? If you're interested, I can give you a little bit of details. He's so happy. He looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Alright, let's hear it. Tell us about the gossip on Adrian. Give us the tea. The hot goss, if you will. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Ah, so you're interested in it too. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, so let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. 8. Juan Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. Which means, if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials A.A. Adrian Andrews? Yeah, exactly. This is big news! But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client? It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Pearls is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Okay. Who would we... Let's go try Lotta first, because if I remember correctly, she had like 2 Cyclops. And unless I'm wildly incorrect, then I already know the story that she was here for. I think she was trying to catch Adrian in the act. I think she was up to no good. Sneaking. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? From my scoop! What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. But that's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person? This woman! She's Adrian Andrews, Matt on Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager, caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja? It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah, you gotta have that, what's it? News sauce. You mean news source? That's it! So show me something that shows that the Wong guy had something with Miss Andrews. You got it. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. On Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Kurita's door last night.
Wah!
Alright, tell us about this scoop. You were looking into Mr. Kurita and Ms. Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it! I was gonna get him myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. Oh, whoops, but there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say?
Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing, getting photos.
Oh.
I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up with a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know? But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone.
Your note to yourself?
It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. I didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Okay. Do we have anyone else? I don't think we have the things for Adrian's Psylocks. But where the heck did we leave Wendy Oldbag?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I do that every time. I gotta present my magic rock. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw. But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at your youngin's expense. Because I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Is it... Alright, let's go. It is signed to Wendy. That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says, to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. But somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it. Please? I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart for my dearest Juan. But there were four, but there was only really, but there were 4 locks.
Okay.
Well, we gave the autograph away.
Enjoy the Ichor Mines!
I feel bad for you, you know. Huh? I'll tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding.
Oh no!
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I would get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. Arngard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken.
A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. Arngard ever do to deserve this? Alright, let's talk about it. What did Mr. Arngard do to make you so... Oh, you don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan.
Mr. Nick!
Well, what is it?
What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do vials and vile temptress mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about? Oh, Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved this girl into Juan on purpose. His own manager? But why? I thought lawyers was smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have any proof that Mr. Arngard did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Ugh, of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it?
Well, we've got no new thing to talk about, so I guess we're going to the caps. To the caps.
Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back!
Hey, so you came, pal? Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight. But, we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. The wine glass and the knife. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. Oh yeah, fair enough. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Arngard. Yep, found that in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is? Oh, the knife in his chest, pal! The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt Arngard's. To Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So, what about this airtight testimony? Oh, it's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers to blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck at 10, so there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Ongard come out of the victim's room and around the estimated time of death.
No way!
Have we got anything to talk to you about? We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Kurita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Whoa!
Did she? Suicide.
Her name was Celestine Pax.
I knew it! There was a space pun in here. Okay.
And she was Juan Kurita's manager. Whoa.
The victim's manager?
But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. Oh no. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have had something to do with this case? You want to know more about her, pal? I sure do. She was the victim's manager and also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but...
Wah! I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Ms. Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't? You don't mean... I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll start...
Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you...
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
Who?
That voice. Edgeworth?
Yay! I told you he was here!
It's been a long time, right?
This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca.
You... How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've sullied the Von Karma name and dragged it through the mud. Run away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Wow! Francisca! Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They're fighting.
You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never! Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow, in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always was.
Sir! We thought you were dead! Literally, I think Phoenix has thought you were dead for an entire year.
I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And that's the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head?
Phoenix straight up thought this man was dead for an entire year. And he rolls back up and is like, "Hi, you're not gonna win tomorrow. Not by yourself. You want my help?" And Phoenix is just like, sir? There is so much angsty fanfiction about these two. Especially because of that little ... that Pearl has. That little ... that Pearl has launched so many ships. Because you know how she's just like, "Oh, you're special someone." People read that ... as her suddenly going from, thinking your special someone is Maya to seeing these two and being like, "Oh, they're in love." And I'm for it. Pearly, you got it.
A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you'd lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd have been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, if it was Francesca, she'd almost definitely say,
"I will defeat you all this time."
the instant she saw me, but the courtroom's not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me, even if you're a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough.
Okay. We do love Edgeworth a lot. Hi. Alright, so let's start presenting stuff at him. Let's start with what we were asking Gumshoe. It's okay. Enjoy the mines. Tell Momo Edgeworth is here so that it can come and bark, 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 bark. If it's going to.
This woman is another key to the case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But suddenly, she was called away by a production and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle left unsolved. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh?
We'll see if he's gotten something new to talk about. Hurry!
Ms. Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had ever written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Well, he was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note? But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1?
Oh no, it's only part 1. What if she didn't write one? What if it was murder? What if one killed her? On the off chance, Mr. Updated Autopsy Report.
I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like this one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth, sir! Why did I have to present this to you? Why didn't you just give me both parts? Why wouldn't you just give me both parts?
The attempter's name is... It's Adrian Andrews?
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself. You think she's a strong career woman? That is just her image. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her codependency. That's the key word. Codependency? The word most unsuited to describing that woman.
Oh boy! Things are getting exciting now.
So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Well, why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrienne Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is a person who looks for someone she can trust unconditionally, and when she finds that someone, she blindly follows them. Without someone to guide her, she feels uneasy and can't carry herself through life. And that's her codependency? When Celeste Impax suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible.
Oh boy! Oh, let's go mess her up. Let's go mess her up. We're gonna go mess a woman up. Oh gosh darn it. I'm so bad at navigating these. Is she in Karita's room? No, she's in Unguard's room. Something's wrong with that plate. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma? What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls?
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me?
Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. I'll show you something interesting, little girl. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrienne Andrews.
Yes?
Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right. What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews? She seems a little dazed, doesn't she? So that fact also launched 1,000 ships. These two are disasters. These two women are disasters. Also, now you see why she's kind of fidgeting and looking off into the distance. Alright. Let's start the psych lock on this one. Somehow I don't think that the lock is gonna break. With just a single thing. Not like Wendy's. Okay.
Why was Juan Carita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. On Guard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answer? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see, however, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Oh, that's gotta be for Celeste. Take that! Celeste Impact's your mentor. Why do you know about Celeste? Ms. Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she said she was Wong Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Oh no, are we presenting... Are we presenting... No, it's gotta be... Okay, let's start here. Maybe this is it. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita. What? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give, however. I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Are we gonna... I don't... Alright. Miss Andrews, you went through it too, didn't you? Went through what? A suicide. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help and you live by yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that's all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. That's... You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly, like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police were suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was, why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become one of the most likely to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder?
Three floors in and I've already had to twink sit.
Good job. I bet you did it.
We'll talk about the motive. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Miss Andrews.
This one thing, it's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Wong Kurita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's a fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so... I understand. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret.
Miss Andrews.
If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the always thinking type. She never says anything carelessly, it seems. Thank you very much.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands.
I want that card! I want that card real bad. Anyway, we hydrate as chat demands. Wow, it really does not understand the phrase as chat demands. Oh, there it goes. It's trying. Sorry, I saw my captions. Alright, and a big stretch. Big stretch. Okay. Okay, one more arms thing. One more arms. Yeah, skull crushers are the way to go. Ow. I didn't mean to actually crush anything. I know I don't have a skull, but I didn't mean to. Okay. Oil. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we did it. And I would look at the time, chat. Chat, we're going on an adventure. Because it is that time again. It is now closing time, and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. Whew. Oh. Okay. Gonna make sure I save. And we'll go on an adventure. Where will we go? Good gravy. Let's go see... Oh, let's go see Tricky Bee. Oh. I like zombies. I love zombies. Okay, it is adventure time, everybody. That is it for tonight. I will see you all tomorrow for Guild Wars 2. That's probably what I play tomorrow. It'll be great. We'll have an adventure. All right. Thanks for playing along with me, everybody. Bye.